Congressman Joe Baca. I'm running for the...
Can you hear me?
I'm trying to. It's,
Okay, I'll start all over again. If you can't hear me, let me know. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, for coming here this morning. I'm Congressman Joe Baca. I'm running for the Congressional District of the 35th. I hope you'll all go out and vote on November the 6th, and I ask for your vote. But I've asked you here today not only to ask for your vote, but also to clear the air. And I state to clear the air. Excuse me a second. To clear the air. Mayor Michael Bloomberg, money has gone to buy a $2.3 million worth of TV advertisement on top of the $1 million in mailers to attack and distort my record and to seek to deceive the voters of the 35th Congressional District. This is gutter politics at its worst, and it shows why voters hate politics. Mayor Michael Bloomberg should be ashamed of himself for lowering himself to the level of dirty politics by his operatives. Doesn't Mayor Michael Bloomberg have more important things to worry about than a congressional district in California? I think all of this money would better be spent on the hurricane victims, and we pray for all of them that are there now, and those that have suffered and lost lives. This is a disgusting last-minute attempt to deceive the voters as we near election. I say to deceive the voters as we near the elections. Mayor Bloomberg has never been to our communities, and he wants to dictate who will represent us in Congress. Do you want that? No. It should be the will of the people and the people in our district that should decide who they want as their representative. This is another reason why we need to vote no on Proposition 32. Proposition 32 is meant to cripple unions and give billionaires and millionaires and corporate interests more power. Don't allow Mayor Bloomberg and his operatives from the East Coast to buy this election. I state to buy this election. He needs to mind his own business and take care of his own East Coast affairs. Don't believe the lies and distortion to my record that I support polluters. Everyone knows that no Democrat or Republican would vote to pollute our waters. That's ridiculous. And that's what you're seeing on the air, repeated on every channel, including our Spanish stations too as well. No Republican and no Democrat would vote to pollute our waters. They are dead wrong. In fact, I have worked on a bipartisan effort that has brought in $25 million to help the Inland Empire in efforts to clean up groundwater contamination. Now you tell me, why would I be polluting the water when I'm bringing in money into the Inland Empire? I've also worked and designated the area as a Superfund site, and I've worked on cleaning our water and worked towards bringing in additional funding. I also believe that we must uphold the Second Amendment, which has long stood to allow Americans to bear arms and use them in lawful stands of gaming and self-defense. The Supreme Court has always upheld the right of Americans to own firearms, making it clear that this is the law of the land. The law of the land. Instead of trying to restrict our constitutional rights, remember this, instead of trying to restrict our constitutional rights, I believe that we need to focus on ensuring that firearms do not fall in the wrong hands. We need to make sure that dealers and distributors have the proper tools to perform the background and check in an accurate and effective manner to make sure that they don't get in the wrong hands. We also must invest greater resources and place more focus on mental health programs to ensure that troubled Americans are able to get the help and treatment that they need. My position does not hinder law enforcement, as some of the flyers have indicated. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm being endorsed by the Los Angeles County Sheriff Lee Baca, San Bernardino County Sheriff Rob Hoops, and other law enforcement, as well as the District Attorney Mike Ramos. I asked the voters of the 35th Congressional District, why would these tough, hard-nosed law enforcement professionals be supporting me if they didn't think I stand with them to fight against crime, criminals, and terrorists? And the flyer indicates that I would allow them. No one would allow them to bear arms. Not me, or a Republican, or a Democrat would allow them to have guns. They must have a background check before they can even get it. The truth is that I'm a strong supporter of law enforcement and have brought home millions of dollars in funding to this area for public safety. I thank you for the time, and again, please do not allow billionaires and millionaires to dictate the outcome of this very important election. We have real issues at stake, like public safety, water, jobs, education, health care, and taking care of our vets as they continue to make their way home. And I know, because I'm a veteran, we've got to make sure that we take care of not only those returning, but those that are here too as well. I will only be accountable to the people of the 35th Congressional District, and I will continue to uphold and promote the values and principles that have built this country. Let's not allow a rich billionaire from outside the district, like Mayor Mike Bloomberg, to tell us who our representatives should be. This should be decided by the will of the people in the 35th District. I respectfully ask for your vote on November the 6th. Again, I want to thank all of you for coming here this morning. I will now open it up to any questions from the media. If there are any.